Hello, Polyconf. I'm Lisa. I work at TrivacyI, which is a hosted continuous integration company, but this talk has nothing to do with it. Because in this talk, I want to introduce you to a closure concept that I found very confusing. But first of all, a big disclaimer, because this talk contains scenes from the Rocky Horror Picture Show, and I'm not sure, like the last time I gave this talk, only like 3 people in the audience knew the movie, and the rest was just like weirded out. So if you don't know the movie, just like, it's only 5 minutes, it's gonna be over soon. So I started learning Clojure a little over a year ago with Clojure Bridge, and it's like, I'm doing it on the side because my day job is CSS and JavaScript. And so like, every time I need to look up functions and stuff, I go to like the Clojure docs and I read. It's like, okay, so map, like how does it look like? And then I noticed this last sentence was like, returns a transducer when no collection is given. It's like, okay, whatever, yeah. I was like, okay, so like filter, how does it work again? It's like, oh, here's it like transducer thing again. Okay, cool. And it's like, okay, so I needed to like remove something. I was like, oh, this also has a transducer. I was like, but what this is? Like, I never heard about this like ever before. Well, I heard about this before, but not in a programming context. So what is a transducer? And now this is the time where audio should start to happen, because the Rocky Horror Picture Show introduced me to the sonic transducer, which, Clojure transducer. What is this? So this is a scene where Dr. Scott explains what the sonic transducer is. It's a thing like that makes you travel across time and maybe even space, or the other way around. Notice the time itself. It's really cool. But it's not quite what transducers in Clojure are. It's more, so then I started researching. I was like, okay, I need to know what this is. And of course, this is like an overflow question with, can someone explain Clojure transducers to me in simple terms? Notice the simple terms, because this is important. Like, because like the person was really confused, so I was like, I don't get this. Like, what is this? And then I like started reading other blog posts. This might be small for you, but there's like some person that has like some background with like reducers, which is something similar. And it's like, yeah, I was like, I'm kind of wondering how people who have no idea about anything will grok this. And I'm like, I don't even know what the word grok means, so I had to look that up, which is German, by the way. So it's like, means understand. So like, okay, like, so what's the point? What's a transducer? So a transducer is a reducer plus a transformation. I have the Clojure syntax, which is not actual Clojure code, and like the non-Clojure syntax for people who don't know parentheses, like would write it. Transducers are basically like blueprints, the blueprint of a function that would work on a sequence, but it doesn't care about the sequence in the beginning. So it's just like, it is a function that would operate on a sequence if it had the sequence. It's more like, yeah, it's just like the basic, like if you would do a map or a filter or remove, it is like the action itself, but you're not giving it the sequence it should do this action on. Yeah, if it had one. So what can I do with this? And Richicki, the creator of Clojure, says an open set of things. It's like, thank you, this is exactly what I needed. So, but like transducers are a way to like compose data flows for sequences. So it's like, you need to do this and this and this and this and this, and then you can stack it together. And you might be wondering, well, I can do this with the functions and like just give them the collection anyway. It's like, why would I go the way to do a transducer? And this is the answer from the Stack Overflow question, where it's like one person's like, okay, before transducers, there were like 3 ways to get a similar concept, but with transducers, you just like plug them together and then call transduce, and then you're done. And the cool thing about this is actually, because Clojure's evaluation is lazy, so it's like I think we had this on the first day with Haskell, can like work on infinite lists or like infinite sequences, because it just like evaluates one at a time, and then at some point you say stop. Clojure works the same way. But transducers are not lazy, so you can just like, if you know you have a finite set of things. You plug together the transducer and like throw the sequence in, and just like it races through. It's really, really fast, which is really, really cool. So I feel like gigantic amounts of data that you need to like do multiple operations on. Maybe use a transducer. Yeah, that's what I said. And then there's this other really cool thing, because if you don't know what it is, it's okay. Because as Frank says, like it's something you'll get used to, because a mental mindfuck can be nice. Thank you.